Well, social media certainly isn't just for young kids. It's the largest demographic is that baby boomers generation that's really getting involved. So a lot of people get hung up on the tools, on the what are the mechanics of around what I'm doing, and I'm definitely going to go into how to set up a Twitter account, how to set up a Facebook account, how to set up a page, and how to use those effectively. I always recommend that people take one medium, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is you feel uber comfortable with, and start with that first, and focus very strongly on that medium. Once you build a good following and get some good engagement there, some good clout, then possibly branch out. But we're going to get not heavy into the tools, but I'm going to show you some of the tools, because I find a lot of people fall down. They get the engagement part, they get that we have to have a conversation, but now they don't know how to have that conversation. What are the tools? How do I measure what it is that I'm doing? Is it working? And that's another area that people fall down big time. Is a lot of people do this so wrong. This is one of the big things. You can't sell on social media. It's like one of the 7 deadly sins of social media is selling. You can't do it. But we need to sell. We need to make money somehow. So how is it we actually sell without selling? And most people don't have that one figured out. Trust. People do business with people they like, trust, and respect. And social media gives you the ability to build that relationship and leverage a large network more effectively than you could one-on-one to start off with. It is not a replacement for having coffee with somebody after you start building that relationship, but over time, they get to know you. They get to understand that you like dogs. You've got a small kid. You're a real estate investor, and people think you're a credible real estate investor. That's how the momentum starts to build, and that takes time. People will not give you a dime unless they trust you. That statement's been true for a millennium, and it will be true for the next millennium. How you build that trust changes. Today it's Twitter and Facebook. Tomorrow I don't know what it'll be, but that need to do that will always exist. When I go rock climbing, the person on the end of the rope, I need to have explicit trust in. And if I don't trust that person, we don't push limits, we don't push boundaries. We stay well within certain comfort zones. And same thing in real estate. If people don't trust you, they're not going to do business with you. Well, social media gives you a really easy insight into somebody's life. Privacy has changed a lot. Some people are much more open than others, but when people are talking about certain topics and I see other people referring to them, and you become an industry leader, then that gives you authority, so to speak. And I don't like that term because it sounds all authoritarian, but that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about clout. I'm talking about the ability to take an audience and move that audience, have them act on your behalf, become really a raving tribe. John Campbell has done a fantastic job of that. He really has. He gets social media. He gets marketing. Don's a great marketer, and you watch other people engage Don because Don's a great marketer. So you get a lot of that secular, reciprocal marketing going on. Don retweets my stuff, I retweet his stuff. Julie Broad's getting involved, Greg Hatcher's getting involved. See a lot of these guys getting involved in the conversation, and there's a reason that they all get involved with one another. It's quite an interesting beast when you look at the psychology of it. Well, social media it's here. People are having conversations about you, whether you like it or not. The thing I really love about social media is that everybody can get involved, and you can be part of that conversation, you can partake in it, you can see what other people are saying, and it's not really about whether or not you want to anymore. It's how well you do it. And so many people do it very poorly, but with just a little bit of training, they can do it really, really well. It's not rocket science. I believe that not getting involved in social media, in the next 5 years, there's a lot of experts that say your business will be dead. Now, the other side of this is if you go out there and do it poorly. If you go out there, use tools to build an artificial list of 25,000 followers, and all you're doing is sending out automated tweets about I've got X product to sell. That does not do your business any service in the new medium whatsoever. So yes, you're doing your business a service by not being involved. You can also do a disservice to your business by being involved poorly. It's not big rocket science to get involved in a smart, educated sort of way.